Hello guys, welcome back to Rocket Gyan guys. So first of all, let me just dim my volume down a little bit. The song's down. Yeah, now it's much better. So guys, tell me, how are you? How are you? Today, today we are going to watch the rarest mission to the ISS. Yes, you heard it right. It is the rarest mission because it is launched by JAXA. And what is JAXA? JAXA is basically the Japan's Aerospace Exploration Agency. Japan's Aerospace Exploration Agency. Yes, Japan has its own space program known as JAXA, and they do many researches on the International Space Station and is a valid international partner of ISS. So today we are going to watch the launch of it, and here you can see the launch vehicle. The first of all, we should see the launch vehicle. The Japan is launching the craft from the craft from this S2B launch vehicle. What is it? What is the configuration? And how does it deal with everything? Let me just tell you. So we have this image right here. If I am not wrong, you can see it. Yeah. So here we have four strap-on boosters. You can see first stage, the strap-on boosters are there are four strap-on boosters, and here the first stage is of liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, and it has two LE7 engines, which basically is a stage combustion cycle engine, and it has two. The the Japan's previous version H2A has one, but it has two because it is the heaviest launch vehicle of Japan till now. Here, then these are the first stage. If you consider it as a first stage, the strap-on boosters, then they first separate. Then the first stage, core stage, I should say, the core stage here, which has two LE7A engines. The second stage here, mm, which has basically a liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, but is a cryogenic one. And finally, the spacecraft fairings and the spacecraft is known as HTV, or in Japanese have named it as Kounotori, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, they have named it as Kounotori, and yeah, everything is good there. uh, so guys, tell me, how are you? How are you? Just tell me that first of all. If you can hear me, then it's good, because tell me to turn off the volume or not. Okay, then I'll do that thing. And here, yeah. So let me just tell you the little bit of history behind it. Yeah. So here we have the characteristics which have. So how much? What is the mass it can put into a low Earth orbit? It can basically put somewhere around 16,500 kg in low Earth orbit and 4,000 in geotransfer orbit. Here, yeah, these are the information for the height and all, launch capacity. Yeah, here it is, and here the trajectory which will have, but they don't have the launch capacity. No worries. See, you can itself tell from here only tell how rare is the launch of Japan's rocket. First launch was in 2009, then in 11, then in 12, 13, 15, 16, 18, 19. See, only eight launches, and today is the ninth launch. Very rare, right? And now let me just tell you about the payload. So here we have the H2 transfer vehicle. Basically, this is a, if I say in a short, this is a robotic spacecraft, okay, which is capable of docking with ISS, and and uh, and basically performing a rendezvous and docking with ISS and giving the necessary supplies to the ISS. So here I have yeah. So here, if I am not wrong, you can see it. Yeah, about Kounotori. I don't know how to spell it. It's a Japanese name, but it is an unmanned cargo transporter to be launched by H-2B launch vehicle. Only H-2B launch vehicle can launch this thing. Uh, specifically, the heaviest rocket was made to launch this only. No other thing gets launched from that, and it will be, yeah, the basically these are the component. These are the normal. The total mass approximately is 10,500 kg, the raw mass of this, and the cargo capacity is around 6,000 kgs. Okay, you can see how much is the weight. So it is around 6,500 kg, the total capacity of the rocket turns out to be. So it is a good thing, right? And now if I am doing, yeah, so let me just go here. You will have a better look here. Yes, see, here we have the propulsion module. The payload description is here. Here we have the propulsion module. You can see the propulsion module is nothing to tell about. Basically helps in propelling the spacecraft. The here is the avionics module. Avionics module basically helps in the what do you say, the navigation control and all that stuff of this. Then we have the exposed pallet. This one here we actually store the batteries which needs to be delivered to the ISS. Okay, this is the exposed pallet. Basically this container is this exposed pallet is designed for putting some batteries only, and this spacecraft is only capable of refueling the sorry the capable of delivering the batteries to the ISS, because it delivers today. It will be delivering lithium ion batteries uh, from and now what the battery the ISS is having right now is the nickel based battery, and they and it is not good, right? You know, nickel is a very historical tech, I should say, and that is the new tech we have in the ground. And then we have the unpressurized logistic carrier. Unpressurized carrier is the where we put the unpressurized cargo. Then we have the pressurized logistic carrier where we put the pressurized cargo. And then we have the docking port and it completes. So basically if we they see, this is the largest in the world. This is the largest in the world, which is largest largest cargo holding resupply mission to the ISS. Nothing comes before that. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Basically, it was designed so as to have express delivery to the space, so that they can have anything in emergency. If some emergency comes to the ISS, then they can just have this thing to be launched. So guys, tell me about yourself, and something good in the chat would be appreciated too. Should I turn off the music, or is it good? Is it, what do you suggest? First of all, tell me, I forgot to ask only, is my voice clear? Anyone in the chat can tell me that? Okay, one more thing I forgot to tell you about this HTVX. The Japan is developing this one, HTVX now. This will be today will be the last flight of HTV vehicle. Now it is developing HTVX, which is more advanced and more good for the ISS, and we will be hoping it to be launched on somewhere around 2022. And then basically the comparison, we have the Crew Dragon of the SpaceX, the Cygnus craft. Um Thanks, Mike. Here we have the Cygnus aircraft, the Cygnus spacecraft, the Cygnus spacecraft, of USA, which only have the pressurized section and pressurized delivery. We have the not the Crew Dragon, only the Dragon capsule of the SpaceX, which has both pressurized and unpressurized section. Then we have the progress of the Russia, where we have the pressurized and no propellant, no this unpressurized one. Here we but in Japan everything is capable of doing, everything this thing is capable of doing. Okay, this is unpressurized, pressurized, but no propulsion. Yeah, no propulsion. That's the thing. But today will be the last flight, and basically today will be the last flight of the Japan's rocket also. The S2B rocket is expiring, and it is expiring, and if I am not wrong, the next launcher, the Japanese launcher, will be named as H3, if I am not wrong. That's the thing. Hi Drew, what's up, brother? Man, I'm good. I'm very good. And yeah, the probability of launch will be, I can't say right now, because once I get the footage, then only I will be able to tell. And the launch will be starting soon, so we'll get the footage and we'll be able to see if we can have a launch today or not. Yeah, that's the thing. So let me just have the... So tell me, guys, what's up? What's up with you all? Mm-mm. The voice is clear, right? Voice is clear, right? Yeah. So yeah. So the launch percentage I can't say, but I don't know how would it affect this launch. But in India, there is one cyclone coming approaching here, and that is a very disastrous cyclone approaching in India, named as Amphan. Would it affect that? I don't know. Japan is very far located from India. I don't know. I am saying if the weather conditions are affected only because of the Japan's climate, I don't think so it would be affected because of India's cyclone. So yeah, have this thing here, and yeah, that's the thing. Anything else you want to ask, guys? You can ask me. We'll be having the stream, and then we'll be able to see what else we can. Uh, yeah, one more thing I want to share with you. Let me just have it on my screen. Mhm. Yeah, here we have uh, this thing. Here we can have the perfect view of the inside view of the pressurized logistics carrier. See how does it look like. Okay. This basically this is Drew. This launch is not going from Cape Canaveral. This is not going from there. This is Japan's launch. So it is launched from the Johnson Space Center of Japan. This launch is basically of JAXA. JAXA is a Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, and yeah, if I'm not wrong, this is a Johnson Space Center. Yeah, in Japan, this is happening. This is the pressurized section. Can you see it, guys? Yeah, this is the pressurized section, and you can see these little things. Well, first of all, yeah, this is the flag. These are the cargo, and I don't think so. I don't know what we put in here, but this is these are the cargo here. Oh, they don't put anything here. Of course they want some thing for mobility of the astronauts too, right? So this is for that. And these are the cargo, which is the pressurized section. What do you mean by pressurized section and unpressurized? First of all, pressurized is basically where the astronauts in the ISS will be able to go and fetch things. Unpressurized does not have anything in there. They're just a small section where you can dispose of things or put things like that. No astronauts can go there because that is unpressurized section, that is in a vacuum. Okay, so that is the thing. And these are the thruster. This thing basically looks very advanced from its design only. I can put in up here. Yeah, you can see these are so there are so many solar panels surrounded all over, right? Surrounded all over here. And we can't have a good and then also this Japan is improving on its design, right? That's what called a space agency, right? Here we have these solar panel, the propulsion module, propulsions for engine, and these are for the reaction control system. These small thing, this is the docking port. And yeah, other thing, this is the I think so the avionics. No, the avionics is this one. No, this one only. This is the exposed pallet. These thing. Okay, cool. So now guys, what should we do? Okay, okay, I didn't change the scene also. Okay, you will be able to see, right? Okay, 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 no problem. Okay, okay, okay. So guys, there is still some time before we get the live footage. So do you want me to play some Kerbal again? I have actually designed one spacecraft for this launch only. Designed one spacecraft, if I'm not wrong. I can show you these things. Basically, in Kerbal Space Program, I replicated this. So um, let me just put it on the Kerbal Space Program, and we can have this. Mm. Oh man. No, you can't do this, please. No. What the hell happened? Cool. Everything got okay, no problem. We have the Kerbal Space Program running. Now let me just mute this thing and I'll show you what it looks like in the Kerbal Space Program. Let me have that here. Hmm. Um, I'm having trouble here. Okay, no problem. Yeah. So this is a very cool thing, right? This Kerbal Space Program. I would recommend everyone to download it and play. This you won't regret if you have a good grab on it, and yeah, you can do anything. This is your own space program. Launch anything, destroy anything, do whatever you want to do. So I have designed one spacecraft for this thing only, the OTV one. But we'll be having a launch, the stream soon. I don't think so I'll be able to show you, but still I'll try. If you have any friends of yours, guys, you can share this stream so that they can also benefit from the live stream which I'm doing and have a good grasp on what is happening. So if I go to the here, Yeah, here, this is the thing. This is the rocket basically. We have the four SRBs here. Okay, these are four SRBs, one core stage which is powered by two engines, and one the upper stage here. This is the exact, I would say exact only, roughly exact replica of what today we'll be seeing. Okay, game sound and my sound is good, right? Okay, this is that, and here we have the craft. This is the craft, guys, if I'm not wrong. Here, yeah, this is how it looks like, right? Is the docking port, and here, this thing is, this is also a docking port, but here what happens actually, the ISS robotic arm here, it attaches here, and then everything happens. Okay, first the robotic arm catches it, and then it attaches it to the ISS through its docking port. That's what happens. Mhm. Think we have the stream now. Okay, so let me just do the launching of this. I think it would be, oh, basically, but before that I need to put on some propellant tank, because otherwise get run, and one this remote guiding system, and then we are ready to go. Everything else is good, good, good. I don't like to launch right now, because uh, okay, thanks Mike, thanks Mike, because the NASA's, I have the stream now, it's time, about to time, and we have the stream, but okay, no problem, let's just have a look. Yeah, you heard it right, that 9 is for the ninth mission. Yes, you analyze it right. The HTV-9 is the ninth mission of the uh, Japan's agency to the ISS, and it is the last mission. Okay, and this is the last mission of this STV. Now the next one will be the STV-X. So here we are on the launch pad. This is how it looks like, right? Looking cool or not? The frames are dropping. Yeah, don't have any high-end CPU, because everything is running in this only, right? The stream also, the this also game also, it will take, and it this Kerbal Space Program takes a lot of computation power. We are here, and this is the Kerbin, and we'll talk with this. So how do we dock it? How do we dock with this? How do we dock with this? It is not the right launch window right now to uh, for the launch. This thing, this ISS should be here, should be above this for the launch to happen. Then only we have the right launch window. So basically, if I'll have a quick time wrap so that it matches the okay, no problem. That was so intense. I think so. I'll have problems with the launch too. Mm, what is the problem? See, wait a sec. Please stabilize yourself. Stability is must right now. Stabilize, please. Cool. Now let me do it once again. Mm, and think so. It is good now, but it would be more good if I have it directly above. This actually happens in actual thing also. actual missions also. So it is now a good launch window, but I don't want to launch in night time. Today you will be seeing in night time only, that actually kills all the things. So maybe I can just have it like this. Okay, okay, no problem. This is also a good time to launch. Okay, cool. So let's just launch it. Should we, guys, or should we not? Tell me, guys, tell me. Should I launch it right now? Because the stream is about to start. The launch stream is about to start. Would you like to watch it? Tell me. mm, I think I should just launch it. That would be better, right? Because stream is started, but we don't have the footage right now. Let me just have a look at it. Everything is good or not? Okay, 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 okay. It has started, but it is in Japanese right now, and we don't have. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll just shift on that. Won't be able to understand these. Maybe these uh, people are no. This won't be in Japanese. This won't be in Japanese. The whole stream won't be in Japanese. Basically, uh, we don't have this English stream right now. We'll be having it soon. So this is the JAXA's own thing. No, okay, okay, cool, Mike. I'll launch it later after the stream. Cool. Kounotori H2 transfer vehicle. The HTV stands for this H2 transfer vehicle. And if anybody knows Japanese here, then they can tell me what they are saying. I hope everyone is safe. Oh, I forgot about the payload it is carrying. The cargo it is carrying. I just forgot about that. Let me just tell you about that. So the cargo we have in here is um yeah, 6,200 kg of cargo will be having, which will consist of 4,300 kg in the pressurized compartment and 1,900 kg in the unpressurized compartment. Okay, and the cargo in the pressurized compartment will have in addition to the foods and crew commodities, will have various cargo, and the JAXA cargo will be a solid combustion experiment module, or SCEM, integration standard imager for microsatellites, a commercial technology demonstration payload by Spanish company Satlantis, equipment for the space media business collaboration, which is known as Space Frontier Studio, and one confocal space microscopy, cosmic if you say it in short. Basically that stream is not happening right now, guys. That's why I'm waiting for that only. This is basically the sequence in which it will happen. See, waiting for NASA to to launch it, to stream it. We are waiting for NASA. Maybe here they are.
Grapple the HTV at about
uh
7:15 a.m. Central Time on Monday. At that point, they will turn the robotics work over to ground controllers, who will maneuver the vehicle to the Earth-facing port of
this
the
is good
Harmony
now.
module for its
I
installation,
think so. This
and
is
its
it.
bolting a few hours later for a 2-month stay at the complex.
Yeah, we have the here. We have it
The
here. Okay,
HTV
cool.
rocket and its HTV cargo ship rolled out of the assembly building at Tanegashima at about 8:30 p.m. Central Time last
So
night.
here you
A
can
trip that took
see
about
the
30 minutes for the
rocket.
vehicle to reach the launch pad, where technicians began to hook up power and fuel lines for the remainder of the countdown. There are 2 adjacent launch pads at Tanegashima. Launch pad 2 is the one most commonly used for the launching of the HTV vehicles.
This is the
Again,
last
the
flight
maiden
of
launch of
this.
an HTV occurred in September
Just remember that.
2009. This is video of the rollout to the Oceanside launch pad last night, U.S. time, early Thursday morning.
Can you see it right
Japan
now? I'm
time.
streaming it.
Everything proceeded on track with that 30-minute trek from the assembly building
Yeah, I
to
know
the
NASA
launch
is live.
pad. And
Basically,
again,
NASA had
at
2
that
streams,
point,
and I was waiting
technicians
for
began to
one
hook
thing.
up
NASA
power
in NASA
lines
TV,
and
we are
fuel
having the
lines
stream, but
for the terminal
they
phase
actually
of the
created one more
countdown that is
stream, and
underway,
there
with liftoff now
we don't have
scheduled
anything right
just
now.
under
So yeah,
25
I
minutes
was
from
waiting for
now.
that. No problem, but
On
we have
board
this
the
thing. So
International Space
okay,
Station, the
listen.
Expedition 63 crew, under the command of NASA's Chris Cassidy, along with Russian cosmonauts Anatoly Ivanishin and Ivan Wagner, have been conducting a daily complement of science activity and rehearsals for the arrival of the HTV-9 vehicle next Monday. As we mentioned a moment ago, Cassidy and Wagner will be working the Canadarm2 robotic arm. Cassidy is the prime for the grapple of the HTV cargo ship. He'll be backed up by Wagner, who will assist him and monitor the HTV's systems as it approaches the international post from below, along what is known as the R-bar,
This
or the radial
ISS is right
vector, the
now operating
imaginary
the
line
minimum
drawn
crew.
between the
3 is the
International Space
minimum crew
Station
which
and the
needs to be
Earth.
on board.
HTV-9, as other
And
arriving
they are
cargo
having a busy
ship
schedule
commonly do, will
because
inch up that radial vector
I'll
from
tell you.
beneath the
Okay.
International Space Station to a point about 50 feet away, where Cassidy will reach out with the arm and capture the HTV-9. As we mentioned, the cargo on board the station, some 4 tons of cargo being carried aloft into orbit today aboard the HTV-9 cargo craft, some 4,840 pounds of pressurized cargo in the form of food, supplies, and science hardware for the crew on board the International Space Station, and just over 3,000 pounds of batteries and associated adapter plates for the S6 or starboard 6 truss battery replacement work that will be scheduled several weeks from now. No firm date has been set for the spacewalks to complete the installation of those batteries. The 6 lithium-ion batteries will replace 12 old nickel hydrogen batteries, and that will complete the 4th and final set of battery replacements that will be used to upgrade the station's power system for the remainder of its lifetime.
Yes, this will be the, because till now nickel battery was used. Now the lithium ion will be used, because and the Japan is delivering that, and Japan only has the capacity to deliver that. And why am I saying that? Because it has a specific module where you can keep the batteries. Now the question arises, why can't they just keep anywhere? The batteries can be kept anywhere, right? Why do they have to make a specific module for that? Basically,
as we approach the
that is needed
T-22
because
minute mark in the countdown, no issues being worked by the flight
let me say
control
tell you,
teams.
because that is needed because when this after the this life is over, after its life is over, this the spacecraft will be loaded with the waste and all unnecessary items, and will undock and re-enter the atmosphere. And this re-entry, we know that this spacecraft will burn up in the atmosphere, and we don't want the atmosphere to be contaminated or uh, destroyed with any big blast, because batteries can blast. Okay, so we should have something safe or anything more disposable. So that's why we need a specific compartment for battery, because we don't want that to be destroyed, because of the we want actually them to be destroyed, but want to be destroyed in a specific way. That's why we have the okay
Wired mission.
specific
Wired
compartment.
mission is a very technical demonstration mission for HTV-X docking demo. In wired mission, HTV will monitor the ISS and transfer that big data via Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is used for the first time between visiting vehicles.
This Wi-Fi
So
technology is also
HTV-9 is the
being
last
tested
mission
today.
for HTV, but I think
Basically, it will
HTV-9 is the first step for
broadcast
HTV-X.
the actual
So I will get
docking
great
video
success
when it
for
approaches
HTV-X.
the space station, when it is near the space station. So it will broadcast that
HTV
video
Flight
to
Director
the ISS, and
Yoshinori Kondo
that will
describing
actually aid them for
this
docking.
test
That's the
of a
thing.
wireless network system, basically, that will be checked out during the HTV's approach to the International Space Station next Monday, prior to
And
the
this
time that it
yeah,
arrives in close proximity to the station
this
for
will
its
take 5
capture
days to actually
by
go
NASA's
and
Chris Cassidy using the
come near to
Canadarm2
the
robotic
ISS.
arm.
This will take 5 days. And why I said busy schedule before, because on 27 we have the American launch, crew launching from the American soil, and that will dock on May 28th. And this, if launch happens today, because the things, if I see the weather, I
Even
can't
as
see right now,
JAXA
but
prepares now to launch
cool,
the
it is
H-2B
cool.
rocket and the
So
final
the
HTV
launch will
cargo
happen,
ship
I think
to
so.
the International Space Station 19.5 minutes from now. Preparations well underway in Florida at the Kennedy Space Center for an historic launch, Launch America, coming up 1 week from today,
Yes, and
as
I'll
the
be streaming that
demonstration mission 2,
to the
DM2,
ISS.
aboard a
This one I was
SpaceX
talking about.
Falcon 9 rocket gets underway, with NASA astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken aboard this new Crew Dragon spacecraft. Hurley and Behnken will be flying to the Kennedy Space Center this afternoon for an arrival on the old shuttle landing strip, the shuttle landing facility at the Kennedy Space Center. They'll go into crew quarters for the final week of preparations prior to their launch. There's Doug Hurley, the spacecraft commander, and Bob Behnken, who is the Joint Operations Commander. They will be sitting side by side in the brand new ready to launch next Wednesday, May 27th, at 3:33 and 31 seconds p.m. Central Time, 4:33 and 31 seconds p.m. Eastern Time, on that historic mission, restoring a launch capability from American soil on an American spacecraft. The crew again preparing to leave their crew quarters here at the Johnson Space Center and to fly down to the Kennedy Space Center later today for their final preparations. Coming up on the 18-minute mark until launch, everything is in good shape aboard the H-2B, as you see it there on the launch pad. This is launch pad 2 at the Tanegashima Space Center. Liftoff will occur at 12:31 p.m. even Central Time, 2:31 a.m. Japan time on Thursday morning. As we mentioned, there have been a series of milestones and go, no-go decisions that have been made by the Japanese flight control team in Tanegashima throughout the course of the day yesterday and this morning. Milestones that have enabled a green light to be given for the fueling of the H-2B vehicle and for other preparations to continue in the terminal phase of the countdown. As we mentioned, once the liftoff occurs, solid rocket booster separation, you see at the base of the rocket those 4 solid rocket boosters that augment the first stage engines on the H-2B rocket. Those solid rockets will separate at about the 2-minute 10-second mark into the flight. The flight uphill on the first stage will continue for several minutes until first stage engine cutoff at about the 5-minute 46-second mark. The first and second stages of the H-2B rocket will separate just seconds later, prior to second stage engine ignition at the 6-minute 5-second mark into the flight. And at that point, about an 8-minute 10-second firing of the singular second stage engine prior to the time of second stage engine cutoff, some 14 minutes and 40 seconds after liftoff. That would be about 25 seconds before the HTV-9 will separate from the upper stage or the second stage of the H-2B rocket and begin its 5-day journey to the International Space Station.
The Falcon 9 launch was scrubbed because of the weather, and that Starlink mission will happen after this Crew Dragon
station
mission.
is flying at the moment over the South Pacific, about to begin a southwest to northeasterly swing that will take it right up the eastern coast of South America and across the equator to the west coast of Africa, on this particular orbit of the Earth. Again, as mentioned, at the time of launch, which is an instant launch time of 12:31 p.m. Central Time, 1:31 p.m. Eastern Time, the International Space Station with Cassidy, Ivanishин, and Wagner on board will be passing about 256 miles over the South Atlantic off the southern coast of Brazil.
So guys, here we have the rocket. You can see it will be started shortly, guys. Don't worry. Like, enjoy the commentary. Mainly, you can say we don't have the timer here. I don't like this thing when the launches happen and we don't have proper information. We as a space enthusiast, we are not able to analyze it and don't get the information. But I'll try to find out. Don't worry, it will happen soon. And it is happening. So here we have the rocket, you can see, and the replica I made, which you saw, was it the same? Can you tell me, guys? I had some 4 boosters here, these 4 stage, and then the first stage, and then the pairing that spacecraft.
As we pass the T-minus 14-minute mark into the flight, just a reminder once again regarding the historic launch a week from today of the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from the Kennedy Space Center. Once that launch occurs next Wednesday, it'll be about a 19-hour transit for Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken to reach the International Space Station, with docking scheduled on Thursday, May 28th at 10:39 a.m. Central Time, 11:39 a.m. Eastern Time. The Crew Dragon spacecraft will dock automatically to International Docking Adapter number 2 on the forward port of the Harmony module of the International Space Station. So a busy traffic pattern emerging for the crew on board the station. Chris Cassidy, Anatoly Ivanishin, and Ivan Wagner, who have been in orbit now for 6 weeks, about to receive company, first in the form of a cargo ship, and then additional crew members.
There is actually the S2B and S2A. Yeah, Mike, I'll tell you the difference. First of all, S2A is a lighter version of S2B. S2B is capable of putting more things into the more mass.
T-minus 12 minutes, but 30 seconds until liftoff. Everything proceeding on track. No issues reported.
And the engines.
And the range is clear at Tanegashima.
If I say the core stage engines, S2B has 2 engines attached here because it has 70% more fuel than S2A, and hence 2 more engines are attached here. And otherwise these H2A and S2B are expiring today. This is the last launch of S2B, and it will be then replaced by a newer version which the JAXA is developing purely in-house, and that will be H3 rocket. We don't have the details for it right now, but yeah, that's the thing. If I'm not wrong, you can see the timer also. Yeah, I'm not wrong. Of course, we have the timer, 11 minutes to launch, and here we have the liquid nitrogen and oh, okay, we lost the stream. Okay, we got. Yeah, so yeah, more side boosters and more powerful rocket. If I am not wrong, let me just have a. I'll tell you what is that thing basically. Mainly the more engines, more capacity. That's this is the heaviest rocket of JAXA.
This is our final go or no-go decision.
現在各系ともロケット打ち上げの最終作業を実施中です。
The view from
And
the
as
ISS.
launch controllers in Tanegashima count down the final 10.5 minutes until liftoff, this view from an external camera on the International Space Station as it approaches the southern coast of Chile, about to begin its southwest to northeasterly trajectory that will take the International Space Station up the eastern coast of South America.
日本時間の午前
This
2時
H2A
30
actually
分の
basically
プレ
has
ゼントを実施します。
two boosters, yeah. Two
Consequently,
boosters.
we are launching the
H3
H2V launch vehicle number 9,
This
carrying the
S3 hype I can't say
HTV-9
because
Mission
that will be we don't have perfect information about it and we don't know
Japan
what
Standard
will
Time.
be the thing with it.
打ち上げ10分前になりました。
Yeah, you are right. It has more boosters. This S2B has more boosters and basically, if I compare it with
You are
the
hearing
mass capacity,
conversation both in
it has
Japanese
8
and
tons
English
to put
from
into the geotransfer orbit S2B
Japanese
and S2A
Aerospace
has,
Exploration Agency
6 tons
personnel
to put in
in
geotransfer
Tanegashima reporting the status of the countdown. Everything is go for launch,
Okay.
now inside 9.5 minutes.
作業が続けられており、現在の
The
ところすべ
NASA,
て順調との報告を
the
受けてい
voice
ま
of
す。
NASA, which you are
All
hearing, is
on-site
basically a
calculators have been
translator.
reinforced
Basically,
that the
translator
final
who
checks
knows
are
very
underway. All is
language.
looking good.
So many languages.
H2B ロケット9号機は本日ターミナルカウントダウン作業を開始し、現在はその最終段階にあります。
The terminal countdown operations for the H2V Flight 9 started, and we are now in the final stage of the terminal countdown operations.
打ち上げ8分前より打ち上げに向けた秒読みが開始されます。
We are
We will start the
in the
terminal
terminal
countdown at
countdown
T-8
and
minutes.
we'll be having it. So basically now we are in the final stages of countdown and will hopefully everything is going on right now. Everything is looking good. We don't have anything here, but countdown is necessary. There I have told this thing so many times why countdown is necessary, why this clock actually starts from T minus 3 hours. Okay, and there are so many checks which needs to be confirmed and before a rocket launch. So that countdown keeps a checkpoint. Here we have to at T minus 2 hours we have to do this, at T minus 2 minutes we
打
have
ち
to
上
do
げ
this.
8分前
That's
です。打ち上げに向けた秒読みが開始されまし
yes
た。
Ken. Woohoo.
It's 8 minutes to launch. We have initiated the final
just in
countdown.
time. Oh, you, yes,
種子
you
島宇宙
did
セ
it
ン
in
ター
time.
高崎総合司令塔から H2B ロケット9号機の打ち上げ状況をお伝えしております。
We are reporting the H2V number 9 launch live from the Nagasaki Launch Control Center. The JAXA
7.5 minutes until launch, everything proceeding on track for the liftoff of the H-2B rocket at 12:31 p.m. Central Time, 2:31 a.m.
Guys, if you haven't
Japan time
subscribed
on
till now,
Thursday
just subscribe.
from the
Just subscribe and give it a
Yoshinobu
thumbs up because I'll
launch
be covering
complex
each and
at
every
the
launch of every
Tanegashima
other space agency.
Launch Center
This is the
in
thing,
southern
and I'll be
Japan.
hosting
Everything has
each
gone
launch,
extremely
every
well with
other
the
launch.
preparation of
And
this
there are many
vehicle
space-related
that
things
will
on
carry,
this channel.
amongst
You will
other
find
things,
out.
the final
And
set of
everything
new lithium-ion
related to space
batteries
you'll find
for
out
the
and
upgrades
find
to the
out
International
and
Space Station's
find in
power
this channel.
system,
So just give it a
an endeavor
subscribe
that
and wait
began
for
in
the
January
content
of
to come up.
2017 and which
I'm
will
planning the
be
next
completed
videos are,
in the months
I'm doing
ahead
some work on it. That would be on
to
Artemis mission
upgrade
and one would be
the
on
station's
this
power
Demo 2 mission.
systems for its solar arrays and all of its various systems and payloads.
They have not described about the payloads still. Let me just tell you about the payloads. What payloads they have in this. So JAXA has solid combustion experiment module, integrated standard imager for microsatellites, a commercial technology demonstration payload by Spanish company Satlantis equipment for the space media business collaboration, Space Frontier Studio. Okay, that's the thing. And one confocal space microscopy cosmic name. That's the JAXA cargo we have in the stream. And what do we have by NASA?
This view,
we
a
have
closer
express
view
rack
of the H-2B rocket,
11B,
you see the
tank for
vehicle
water storage
bathed in
system
blue
and high
light.
pressure nitrogen tank for
This
nitrogen oxygen
in
recharge
honor
system.
of
We have one
healthcare
ESA
workers
cargo
fighting
to
on the front
European
lines of the
drawer
COVID-19 pandemic.
Mark II.
And in honor of all of the workers at the Tanegashima Space Center in southern Japan who have worked through the pandemic to prepare the vehicle for launch. So a tribute from JAXA, the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, responsible for the launch vehicle. This blue light bathing the H-2B rocket in honor of healthcare workers fighting on the front lines of the current coronavirus pandemic.
Because JAXA launches very little. They are mainly into other things like ESA. They also launch very little.
T-minus 5 minutes and counting. No issues reported. The vehicle fully fueled, ready to begin its flight.
It is fueled. That is also.
衛星系準備完了。
The satellite systems are go.
Everything is looking good. T minus 4 minutes 45 seconds to go.
290、89、88、87、86、85、
That is basically you are hearing that maybe, and I strongly believe that is the countdown. I don't know.
78、77、76、75、74、73、72、71、
自動カウントダウンシーケンス開始。
Here we have the bleeding valve, my favorite, because it forms a cloud and I like that.
竹崎総合司令塔から H2B ロケット9号機の打ち上げ状況をお伝えしております。
This is the launch field of the 9th H-2B launch vehicle from the Takesaki Range Control Center, the JAXA Tanegashima Space Center.
現在ロケットの管制は吉野部発射管制塔から行われています。
The Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency
Of the launch vehicle.
personnel in Tanegashima reporting launch status. Everything is green as we approach the 3.5-minute mark until flight.
Okay, everything is looking good. So this is the ferry.
210、209、208、207、206、205、204、203、202、201、200、
3 minutes 13 seconds to launch, and it's a night time. I have streamed in night time, right? Yeah, of course I have. There was one Russian rocket which I streamed. That was over web communication, if I remember. So 2 minutes 55 seconds to go.
打ち上げ3分前です。
Running through the checklist at the 2-minute 48-second mark until liftoff. Everything continues to proceed on track. Again, this is about a 15.5-minute flight from liftoff until the time that the HTV-9 spacecraft separates from the second stage of the H-2B rocket. A good close-up view of the three of the four solid rocket boosters that surround the first stage of the H-2B, the launch vehicle managed by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries.
You must be having Mitsubishi cars on the road. We have a Mitsubishi rocket.
36、35、34、33、32、31、130、29、28、
T-minus 2 minutes and counting.
25、
And let me tell you, this core stage we reignite just a few seconds before the liftoff, and that you must have seen a pattern in many launches that the
Launch pad
stages
floodlights
ignite
creating a
just before
luminescent
the
effect
second before
on the
liftoff,
H-2B
because
rocket
that
as it
happened because they
prepares
have a turbo pump
to begin
engine
its
here.
journey to send the
And
final
turbo
HTV
pump,
cargo
what does
craft
that mean?
to the
Because
International
that
Space
actually
Station.
means the turbine which is there in
液
the
体酸素系
engine.
準備完了。
I'm going a little bit deep, but just have a small overview that there's a turbine
90
in the
seconds
engine
until
and
launch.
that needs something to rotate, and that needs to rotate fast. The turbo pump in turbo pump engine, that rotation is done by the fuel itself. So this thing to come in full throttle requires some time. Okay, and that's why this ignition starts just 1 or 2 seconds before lift,
セクター冷却
so as
開
to
始。
come in full throttle.
1 minute until
And
launch.
then
Everything in good
After
shape.
that, just at T minus 0 seconds, the strap-on boosters will ignite, and we'll have a liftoff. And strap-on booster, I think so, will be providing most of the thrust, if I'm not wrong.
T-minus 44 seconds.
T-minus 38, 37, 36, 3, 2.
T-minus 30 seconds and counting.
And we are 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 8, 6.
T-minus 14 seconds and
30,
counting, standing
12.
by for engine ignition.
Now have it.
The flight mode on.
Set my
We have engine start.
Activating the thermal batteries.
電システム準備完了。
All settings are go.
メインエンジンスタート。
And we
And
have
liftoff.
liftoff. A rising sun over the land of the rising sun as JAXA's H-2B rocket and the HTV-9 cargo craft take flight.
飛行機は2020年5月21日午前2時31分セロテレビオに種子
Old Propulsion yaw program in effect.
Yeah, okay.
The H-2B rocket takes flight to the International Space Station.
Space Center at 2:31:00 a.m.
Liftoff occurring right on the dot at 12:31 p.m. even Central Time, 2:31 a.m. Japan
以
time.
降ロケットの完成は
44 seconds into the flight.
竹崎総合司令塔に引き継がれ
They lost the what, man?
Just passing 1 minute into the flight, everything continuing to look good.
Okay, everything is good.
ロケットは正常に飛行中であり、種子島の地上局は正常にロケットの追尾を行っています。
And we have a
Four
successful
solid rocket
liftoff.
boosters, 2 liquid fuel engines propelling the HTV-9 towards
And
its
we'll have
preliminary
a
orbit, coming up on the
separation.
1 minute 30 second mark into the flight.
Separation at 1 minute 30 seconds, so that is coming up next. Hype, okay. Mike. From next time, okay. Now this separation will be.
Coming up on the 2 minute mark into the flight, coming up on solid rocket booster shutdown and separation.
SLB is confirmed.
We won't be able to see the separation because it's night. I think it is separated.
SRBA 第一
And we
It
have
has
solid
separated.
rocket booster
We
jettison.
That's a view there. We have a separation. Clean
2.5
separation,
minutes
I would
into the
say.
flight.
And we are
First stage engines are continuing to fire, as they will until about the 5 minute 46 second mark into the flight, at which point those engines will shut down. The first stage will separate.
okay. Yes, sir. So now, guys, I haven't heard like this sound ever before in a rocket launch. This is also
3
new for
minutes,
me, and
10
I'm
seconds
liking
into
it.
the flight, everything proceeding normally.
It's like I can
The first stage
experience the
continues
launch
to burn in
from
excellent shape.
the
All good
comfort of
reports
my
coming
house.
in from the Range Control Center at Tanegashima.
First stage engine, the active control and trajectory are all normal. The HTV flight is on hold. Current altitude is about 93 kilometers. Velocity is approximately 1.9 kilometers per second.
Yes, Ken, you are right. Those boosters, that separation is basically very cool, and the coolest separation is done by the Soyuz boosters. Actually, they form a Coriolis
Coming up on the 4 minute mark into the flight.
Yeah, they form that, and that is so beautiful to see.
衛星フェアリング
About 2 minutes to go
We
in
don't have
first
an
stage
onboard camera
performance.
view. I don't like
The
it.
H-2B rocket
an
is
onboard
operating in normal fashion.
at least have the animation so that we can know what is. Okay, yeah, this is first of all the first stage only is working right now and it is pushing the spacecraft. That is why we don't have animation of this. So at the time of separation we can expect
4.5 minutes into the flight, which has been flawless so far. Everything proceeding well. Good first stage performance. The solid rocket boosters that separated just over 2 minutes into the flight did their job in augmenting the dual first stage engines on the H-2B rocket. This is the final flight of the H-2B to be replaced with the new H-3 rocket that JAXA will be employing for its new genre of cargo craft,
is at
the
450
HTV-X,
kilometers.
that is scheduled to launch about 2 years from now.
So after going in preliminary orbit, it will take 5 days to reach to ISS, and it does not take that much time, but actually that time is dependent on the way it approaches the ISS. Every spacecraft has different way to approach the ISS. So it has some different way. It is a robotic spacecraft, so it takes 5 days. That's the thing.
Of the first stage engine, attitude control, and trajectory are all nominal. The H-2B flight is on course. Current altitude is about 155 kilometers. Velocity is approximately 4.0 kilometers per second.
Okay, and now
5
we
minutes,
can't see.
56
we have
seconds
the
into the flight.
the animation here.
The first stage engine cut off.
First engine cut off, okay. And we have the separation.
第
Cool.
1弾、第2弾ロケット分離。
Separation of the first and second stages.
And now we have
Okay.
confirmation of separation of the first and second stages.
And
This
we
is
have the second
animation
stage
driven
ignition.
by real-time telemetry from the Range Control Center
Okay,
at Tanegashima.
good.
The second stage is now up and running. The single engine on the second stage is firing and will continue to do so
This is
for
the
about
weakest engine of
8.5
the
minutes, almost
world,
9
you can
minutes of
say.
performance.
It produces around
The second
130
stage
kilonewton of
ignition
thrust.
occurred on time. The trajectory of the vehicle is reported to be perfect. Second
George, I
stage
don't
engine
understand
cutoff
what you
will
have
come at
written.
about
Can you
the
type in English?
14.5
I
minute
don't
mark into
understand.
the flight.
I think so it is Spanish, right? If I'm not wrong. I don't understand that. If I'm not wrong, this you are asking, is it the ultimate flight of S2B? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, from now onwards, H3 rocket will come on. S3 rocket, which is currently in development, and that will whatever is happening here. Na, I have the rocket. You know, na, I just you had a look on it before the stream started. Okay, so once it ends, I'll see you what actually happens, what will happen, and how it will dock to the ISS. I'll make you see that. So I have prepared that thing for you.
Coming up on the 8-minute mark into the flight, which so far has been flawless. The second stage engine continues to burn in a nominal fashion to continue propelling the HTV-9 cargo craft towards its preliminary orbit. As the HTV-9 lifted off from Tanegashima, there were kanpai, as they say in Japanese, cheers in the Launch Control Center, marking the start of the final flight of the H-2B rocket and the final flight of this class of HTV cargo craft
Georgia, I can't understand
that
what
made
you are
its
writing.
debut in September of
Can you write in
2009.
English?
Passing the 8.5 minute mark into the flight, as you can see from this telemetry-driven animation provided by the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, the
Here
trajectory
you can
is
see
on the money.
one thing here.
For, the second stage
thing.
performance continues to be good from the reports being received
This
from the
thing.
Range Control Center at
apex is
Tanegashima.
rising basically, and we don't have a powerful engine here. That's why it is taking so much long rather than a normal flight of other space agencies. We don't have a big engine here. We don't have a good big, I would say, big thrust producing engine. We only produce that this only produce 130 kilonewtons, and it has a payload of 16,500 kg itself. That's just a payload, and that
Launch
is also
engineers
something. So
continue to
that's why
report nominal
it
performance
takes
for the
times
H-2B
to
rocket.
reach the
Now passing the 9.5-minute mark into the
preferred
flight.
hypoapsis. Hola Georgie. That's what I understood. Hola George.
Again, the highlight component of the cargo being carried to the International Space Station, the final half dozen brand new lithium-ion batteries and associated adapter plates that will be installed on the far starboard truss of the International Space Station, the S6 truss. A series of EVAs or spacewalks are being considered for potting into the crew's timeline later on this summer.
Yeah, my guy also feels the same. I want the onboard
EVA
camera, and that
preparations
is
are
provided
being
by SpaceX
conducted,
or every other
and
space
the space station
company of
program will make a final
only
determination
from
on
US you can
how
see
those
that
EVAs
onboard
will be
camera view, and from India.
dispositioned
The
in
ISRO
the
also
weeks
provides the
to come.
onboard camera view, but I thought JAXA.
Again,
okay.
the battery replacement
was
work
that? I
began
don't
in
know.
January of
If
2017
that was a real, tell me.
on the truss segments of the International Space Station to provide the final upgrades
I
for the
hope
station's
everything
power
is
system
going good only.
for the remainder of its lifetime.
I think so. That was just a glitch in the software.
11 minutes into the flight, we have about 4 minutes and change of second stage performance left for the H-2B rocket.
Okay, it is using Google Earth for the animation. Cool.
The velocity of the H-2B rocket
we have the
is
velocity.
matching all of the pre-launch parameters.
Everything is going good then.
Good second stage performance.
48 meters per second. Basically, it
good
needs around
vehicle
7
control
to 7.2 kilometers
as we
per
are
second
coming up on the 12-minute mark into the flight.
We have 289 in altitude, and that's the speed. Thing is good. Okay, that's the information it is providing here. Okay, cool. I just forgot, not forget, I just didn't see it properly, but now I can see it. We have here this is the timer, how much time it is for the flight, and we have the speed here. It is increasing slightly, and we have the altitude here.
Once again, from the animation that you're looking at provided by the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, the vehicle traveling
basically
some
here it
6,700 meters per second.
Engine. I think so. Here it will cut off the engine.
Good reports continue to come in from the Range Control Center at Tanegashima, where liftoff occurred
to stay in orbit,
12 minutes and 45 seconds ago.
That's the orbital speed. And what's the escape velocity, guys? A quick fun question for you. What's the escape velocity of Earth? That's the orbital velocity, is 7 to 7.2 kilometers per second. What's the escape velocity of Earth? Escape velocity is basically how much velocity you need
telemetry
to
from the H-2B rocket and the HTV-9 cargo ship being processed through a series of ground stations being employed by the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency on the trajectory of its flight. We're about 2 minutes away from the completion of second stage performance.
So guys, here now you can see from the animation that the rocket has totally begun sorry, you can see
14
here
minutes
the
into the flight,
orientation.
everything
It is
continuing to go
parallel to
well.
the Earth.
Good vehicle
This plane
control
is
being
basically
reported.
the
Good engine
Earth plane,
performance
I
on the
would say,
second stage.
and this is parallel to the Earth, and now it is accelerating to the orbital velocity, and we have the orbital velocity around 7.3 kilometers per sec, 7.3 kilometers. And okay, as basically this orbital velocity varies with the orbit you need to have.
Meanwhile, the International Space Station has crossed the west coast of Africa,
it is
moving from southwest to northeast.
Recommended that okay, we now have the cutoff. We now have the cutoff of the second stage engine, and the orbital velocity.
And we have a report of second stage shutdown on time. We'll be standing by for spacecraft separation moments from now.
In here, the spacecraft will separate. Here. It is here right now. Here the cutoff happened. It is here, and now the spacecraft separation will happen.
15 minutes into the flight, standing by for spacecraft separation.
And we have the spacecraft separation. Okay, confirmed. Okay, change the main thing, and we don't want to see the second stage. We want to see the spacecraft. Okay. Here
And
we have the celebration
in the Range Control Center at Tanegashima. Applause.
Everything is good.
As we have confirmation of spacecraft separation, the HTV-9 now in its preliminary orbit, a flawless launch and a flawless climb to orbit for the final HTV vehicle, now well on its way to the International Space Station.
Yeah, you Siko, yes, can Siko second engine cut off. Now I think so we won't be having anything good now. I should skip and go to the KSP and wait. Let me just wait. We should wait for what they have announced. If they have some more announcement to make, then we'll go. And I'll make sure that you see the docking process. That the docking process is not accurate. The robotic arm is not there. Only the docking pod and the spacecraft will dock to the space station, because the docking arm, I don't like that. So that's
this is Mission Control Houston, back here in the white flight control room where the Orbit 2 team of flight controllers monitored the successful launch of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency's H-2B rocket and the final H-2 transfer vehicle, the HTV-9. On console, Flight Director Marcos Flores and spacecraft communicator Aki Hoshide, veteran Japanese astronaut, as we monitored the progress of the vehicle's climb to orbit and the spacecraft separation that delivered the HTV-9 vehicle into its preliminary orbit as it begins its 5-day chase to catch up to and arrive at the International Space Station. Once again, to recap, a flawless countdown. Everything proceeded without a hitch. Liftoff occurring right on time at 12:31 p.m. Central Time, 2:31 a.m. Japan time on Thursday. The H-2B rocket lit up, illuminating the Tanegashima Space Center in southern Japan as it began its climb out, parking out to the northeast in pursuit of the International Space Station. The first stage performance with 2 liquid fuel engines and 4 solid rocket boosters went as advertised, followed by the singular power of the second stage engine that carried the HTV-9 to its preliminary orbit, where it now begins its journey to the International Outpost to deliver some 4 tons of cargo, as well as the new set of lithium-ion batteries to complete the power upgrades to the station's power system. So with that, we'll wrap up our coverage with a programming note. The HTV-9 will arrive at the International Space Station next Monday, Memorial Day, Our rendezvous and capture coverage will
make a
begin at
video on it.
5:45 a.m. Central Time,
I won't be
6:45
streaming that
a.m.
thing because
Eastern
that is a
Time.
very boring
Capture
thing to watch.
with NASA's Chris Cassidy
But I'll
operating the
surely make
Canadarm2
a
robotic arm is
time-lapse
scheduled
video
at
to
7:15
make
a.m.
sure that
Central,
you all see
8:15
them.
a.m. Eastern Time. We'll take a break at that point as Cassidy turns over control of the robotics to ground controllers here in Houston, who will maneuver the HTV-9 to the nadir or Earth-facing port of the Harmony module for its installation and bolting into place, with that coverage beginning at 8:30 a.m. Central Time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So with that, we'll wrap up our coverage for today.
Okay.
A successful launch of the HTV-9 on time, being delivered to orbit by the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency for its final flight to the International Space Station.
Arrive at
With
the
that, we
International
wish you a
Space
good day.
Station.
Please stay safe and
Okay.
follow all the rules associated with conquering this coronavirus pandemic. And we'll see you back on Monday morning with HTV-9 capture coverage here on NASA television.
It will
For
happen
now, this
on
is
Monday
Mission
morning.
Control Houston.
On 5 days, it will take actually 5 days to go into that. Wait. To go and dock with the space station. It will take 5 days, Rudolph. And basically, I won't be streaming that. You want to see the satellites? Yeah, I know. Everyone wants to see the satellite. So for that, I have a quick solution. When everything happens, I'll make a timeless video and post it in this channel. So give it a subscribe. Make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss that. Because I can stream also, but that is very boring to watch. That happens so slowly, so slowly. That is very boring to watch. So I'll make a timeless video and post it in the channel, and we'll have that. So now I am simulating what will happen to the in the launch. Here we have the rocket. You all can see, right? We the H2B rocket, basically the boosters and that this and that and this and that. So now let's just give it a start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, no. Let me I forgot to watch about the launch window. This is not a launch window to launch the spacecraft. I need to time accelerate so that this thing comes over to my stop, please. Stop shaking, please. This is not good. I don't like shakes. So now I'll show you guys how it will happen. I don't know why today this game is so laggy. It does not happens so much, but today it is happening. I don't know why. Okay, so now is the launch window. Everything is set. Now we should begin with the countdown. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ignition and lift off. Wait, what? We can't see the no. I'll revert the flight. There is some glitch. But to launch, we can't see the flares. We want to see the flares. We can't see the flares of the two main engines. That is something which happened to Abhi, and we want to see that. Okay, cool. And we are in the launch pad again, and we again have to see this. Okay, no problem. Come here again. And here's the launch window. Now I'm launching it. It's night time, but still I'm launching it. Okay, and hopefully we'll be having the flares now. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and lift off. of the HTV spacecraft to the International Space Station. This is what actually happened today. We just perform a pitch maneuver, pitch and yaw maneuver. We don't go straight up to the sky for launching, guys. We maybe I think I should decrease the game volume, right? I should decrease the game volume or no? Okay, okay, increase the game. Now it's good. You can see the aerodynamics effect of the speeding aircraft. What is happening? I'm unable to control it. Thing is good. And separation. And we have a beautiful separation, guys, of the solid rocket boosters. What the hell is that? Okay, the smoke. Okay. We have a beautiful separation. Now we'll go to the space station. Everything is good. Looking good. We'll maintain this thing till we get a good orbit, the good apoapsis. We have 17,000 and we want 70,000, so we'll maintain this altitude for some time. After 19,000 kilometer it becomes easier to this maneuver it and control it, because then the atmosphere becomes thin. Okay, cool. Everything is good. Everything is good. I think so. This much only time it was taking, and now by chance it is taking that much time only. Okay, no problem. See these beautiful flares. Orange, then whitish, then blue. Right? Cool. Cool, no? 41,000. Cool. Thing is good. I'll have my this ISS orbit is at 120 kilometers, and I'll have the apopsis of 100 kilometers, and then I'll shut off these engines. 99 and 100. Okay, cool. We can separate the stage also. We will have a stage separation now. First of all, the fairing separation, fairing jettison. Now this is the spacecraft. Now the stage separation. Cool. Now we'll head over to the apoapsis. Go and we'll achieve the orbit from here. This actually does not happened in the original launch. The second stage ignited immediately, but I am doing this here because this method is more efficient. Actually, this is more efficient. They don't do it in the actual launches because they have a risk of engine failure if they start it again. Actually, these engines are rated for many starts, but they don't want to take that risk. That's why they start that this thing below only. And 100, just achieve a good orbit, good circular orbit of 100 kilometers, and then we'll approach this ISS. What? Please? Yeah, okay, cool. No, I think I have done some big mistake here. Start burn in. Okay, okay, start the burn then. I will have a hard time now because I have started the burn late. Let me just point this ship towards the sunny side. This will be good. The solar panels to generate the power. This is the spacecraft. This is the second stage, which is now accelerating it for the orbit. Here, basically, this Kerbal Space Program, we don't have the 7.2 kilometers. This is basically scaled down, so we need around 2.2 to 2.3 kilometers per second of speed to gain the orbit. See, this is increasing. See, and we are going to the space station. Let me just stand up. Time accelerated. Would be good. Oh, we lost the flares in time acceleration. What the hell? This is not good. We lose the flares in time acceleration. So glitchy. And we have the orbit. Yep, we have the. And I don't want to. Will. Okay. Okay, cool. We have 105 by 84. This is the. Oh, okay. What if I perform a maneuver here in which I just basically circularize it? What's the 90,000? Okay, cool. Move to the maneuver node and I'll start. I move. And I'll start the burn for. And I need 2 seconds. And okay, cool. Think I overshot that. But oh, okay, no problem. Cool. Now we'll set this ISS as target and we'll see what happens. See, I'll explain you the docking maneuver here. I'll have a maneuver in here and see, we now got the encounters. Here it says the target position at intersect 1 means the target will be ahead of us if we perform this maneuver here. That means we need to be, of course we need to be fast enough to catch it. So there is one thing in orbital mechanics. If you are in the lower orbit, which I am in right now, you automatically are going faster than that. Okay, we just need to be uh, more faster. We are going faster than that, and we just need to be close enough so that if we perform the maneuver, uh, this these two encounters just overlap each other. So how do we do that? We do that by giving it some time. Okay, right now we can see that the target will have the position here and we will be having this position here. So basically ISS will be here and will be here, and we want this to overlap. So what we'll do, we'll just time accelerate so that um, this thing comes closer to this. Okay, because it in a lower orbit, it is going faster than this. Okay, so when it will come closer to this, then if I'll perform a maneuver here, it will automatically get closer to this. Okay, so if I perform a maneuver here again, that time I was performing after that. Okay, I think so. Yeah, now you can see the target position has reduced, right? It has reduced. If I perform the maneuver here, then the position is like that. It is still ahead, but it has reduced now if I'll perform it after one orbit. Okay, I think so. You will be having some doubts. If you are having, then ask me. But before that, I think so I need to adjust my plane. See, my orbit is in blue and the targeted orbit is in green. and we are not in the same plane. That is not good. So we'll have a correction maneuver here to correct my orbit, to correct the plane of my orbit. This is a descending node, so I'll ascend here everything, and when these two nodes this these two nodes just change their position 0.0 degree and then 0.0 degree, that means we are in perfect orbit. So that is there. Let me just see if we are having good sign of the, yeah, because we need the solar power and we need to face the sun. That is one thing. We are performing a normal burn. See how it has oriented. We are performing a normal burn to correct the plane changes. Okay, so let me just accelerate to the point where we need to perform the burn. Why is it so glitchy today? I don't know. This takes 5 days. I don't know what their approach is, but with my approach you don't take 5 days, you take some orbits too. But that is obviously inefficient approach because I'm not a rocket scientist here. And we should start the burn. And cool. Okay, I think we are good. We have a good orbit. Okay, cool. So now I'll perform a burn here. I'll add a maneuver here to reach the ISS. Oh, see how close have we got. Still we are little bit 12.5 kilometer. This thing will be 12.5 kilometer ahead of us, so maybe we can perform somewhere here then to again and here. What is the thing? The now it is behind us, right? Yes, it is behind us. The target is behind us, so we need to go here again and here go 10.3 kilometers. Okay, I'll adjust this only to make it more closer. We need a 2 kilometer approach, less than 2 kilometer. If I increase some speed here and change this thing, things will be good enough to approach it properly. 5 4.33. I think so, guys. I should wait. I'll do that much, but I need to adjust the orbit first. 2.9 kilometers. 2.8, 2.7. It is increasing again. 2.7, 0.6. 2.1 and again. Okay, cool. 2 kilometers. 1.9. 1.5. How close can we get? We just need to play around with these maneuver nodes to figure out. Oh, okay, cool. 1.2 is the closest I can manage. I will manage. 1.2 is good. So now what we'll do is we'll time warp till here. Come on, man, come on. We need to perform the docking maneuver too. We'll time warp and we'll ditch this too. We'll ditch this because I don't need this now. What I'll ditch this thing, the second stage. I should ditch that now. Cool. The spacecraft propulsion modules have started. This is the spacecraft. and I'll perform the burn once. This is just a 1 second burn. 1.2 kilometers, is it? 0.9 kilometer. Okay, cool. That actually worked. Okay, whatever worked I don't know, but this is good. We are at 0.9 kilometer separation now, so we'll need to wait till here. I'll just warp here. I think we'll be, yeah, here's the ISS. This is the 24. It will decrease till. So now I'll explain you the docking procedure. 3.1 minute, 2.3. Okay, cool. So now I have set my velocity relative to this target, and it says my velocity relative to this ISS is 13.6 meter per second, and I don't want this too high velocity. I'll decrease it. What I'll do is I face retrograde and fire up my engines so as to reduce the velocity. Now I should use RCS. That would be good. Bet 9, 9, 1.7, 1.4. This is a difficult process, but I'll manage. 5.4. Okay, cool. Now what I'll do is this. Now I have killed off all my relative velocity with this to the ISS. Now I need to go towards it. So what I'll do is I face towards the target. I'll face towards the target and start accelerating towards it. 5 meters per second, and then time warp. Again we need to kill off. Oh, here's the. You can see now. You must be able to see now the ISS. This is happening all in night time, so you must not be able to see it properly. But wait, I can improve the ambient light so that you can see the ambience. Audio and volume, video, ambient light, boost, apply, yes, accept. Now it is good, more clear. Oh, I need to kill off the velocity too, right? Okay, approach. Now it is going up. I should kill off the velocity again. What am I doing? I need to face the retrograde, kill off my velocity, and then again I need to face towards the target and then accelerate. Why am I doing this? This is happening because actually this is going in orbits, right? This is not going in straight, and in orbits everything is different. Not this. I just need to. Come on, man. Approach me. Approach. Okay, cool. Now I'll kill off my velocity and see what is the. I need this docking port, so I've set this as a target. I need to dock here. Now I'll accelerate a little bit. I will always make sure that your prograde marker is on the target marker. It is not, so I'll make it here. And how will I do it? See, I'm going here and see, accelerating using H. Here I'll also do the same. Make sure, otherwise you will end up having a bad docking experience. Now we should just. Ooh, Quick save, quick save, quick save, quick save, and RCS. Oh, that was a close approach, man. I would have just got into the solar panels of the ISS. Okay, no problem. We are good now. So now I'll just I need to orient myself in a proper I need to kill off the velocity first. Okay, cool. Now face there, man, face there. Yes, OMG, Claudia. That was a close approach. Need to go and stop. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Please stop. Okay, cool. We are good. Let me just face it properly. Okay, okay, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Just oh, I didn't realize that I'm touching the solar panels. What the hell? I'm not at all a good captain for this ship. Okay, cool. Now I need to go sideways here. And we need to dock with this thing here. So cool. Up, up, up. Up. Up, up. Up. And I need to face the target first, right? And then I need to fire up my engines. Mission control system. And I don't think so this will again dock, because this is not happening today. I'm a very bad thing about this. This is so hard to dock, you know. Because we don't have the maybe what I can do is you can aim the camera here. This will give a proper view at least. Yeah, much better. I think I'll be able to dock from here. Think so. Please dock. Please dock. Please dock. Please, please. Please don't do this. Please. Please, please. What? Oh man. I was aiming for a shorter docking port and I have a bigger docking port here. Good. Shabash. I need to dock here. I didn't realize that. Very good. No problem. I'll dock there. Away from it. Stop. Stop. towards the target. Aim towards the target. First of all, kill off your velocity, man. Kill off your relative velocity. Okay, cool. Now I'll aim towards the target. I need to get above it. It is going above only. I think so. Will it up? No, it won't. Now I need to go front. This is too high. This velocity is too high for the approach. But I think so. This is happening now, guys. Now it is happening. Come on, Doc. Arre, no! What the hell? What the hell happened? Stabilize. Please stabilize yourself first. Now. No worries. Down. Stay towards the target. I need to... Good going. Good going. A little bit down. That's good. I think now I'm able to dock. Please. Happening or not? Is it happening or not? Hopefully it should. Yes, Mike, you are right. Please, capture. Magnetic power. Do some... And we are here. Captured with the ISS. Yes, Mike, you are right. In real life, it won't be happening like this. Basically, it would be captured by the robotic arm, which I made. If I don't... Where is this? And yeah, here's the robotic arm, right? But it is not operational here. It's just a piece to show. But yeah, actually in real life it will first be catched by the robotic arm and then it will dock. Okay, so it has docked now with the space station. Everything is good. So now what? After docking to the space station, this thing will remain in this for some times till this till the what do you say, all the cargo is removed. Cargo will be removed immediately, but it needs to be stay attached to this for some time, so that the waste which is accumulated here can be placed inside. Basically, it has some capacity, right? And maybe this could happen, that much capacity of waste has not produced till now. So till that waste is produced, it will remain here. After that, all the waste products will be transferred here. Waste products and the things which are not necessary, the batteries also, it will be transferred here. Then it will undock and then re-enter the atmosphere. After that, it will just burn up in the atmosphere. So okay, so I'll do that also. I'll just undock from it now. I don't know why it has changed the camera from here. Okay, no problem. I'll undock. Undock, man. Undocked. I've undocked now. Cool. We have undocked now. We should be able to now. go away from it and enter. Prepare for the entry to the atmosphere. Just go away from it. Yeah, cool. So now what we'll do is enable SS, point ourselves retrograde. Retrograde is where the engines just face where we are heading to. Basically our engines face in that direction where we are heading, so if I fire up the engines, it will slow us down, and we need to slow us down so that we can enter the atmosphere and burn up. This spacecraft is actually very tough, and it won't be burning up so um, easily, but I'll try to burn up, and we will see some explosions here. So let me just fire up the engines so that the periapsis gets 925 kilometers of periapsis is decreasing. This is good. 30 is also good. Okay, cool. Now we just need to wait and watch for the explosions to happen. So let's just go. After 70, now the physics have taken over, and now you will see some explosions, hopefully. 65, 64, re-entry effects also you will see. No, I don't need this now. Just 58, 57. Come on, re-entry effects. What the hell? Yeah, okay, cool. So here we are having the re-entry effects, and I'm not controlling it anything. I'm not controlling anything. Everything is happening. So here we have the temperature gauges, and we will having the explosion soon. Please explode. Explode. If want you to explode. What the hell are you doing? Explode, man. Yes. More explosion. Yes. More explosions, please. More explosions. Yes. We need explosions. More explosions? No? Okay. Whatever you feel like. Explosion, explosion, explosion. Yeah. This feels so good, man. Getting this thing exploded. This actually will happen in real life, but this is quite tough. As you can see, it is not exploding so easily. So basically, it will just land in the ocean. Hopefully, yeah, in the ocean only. If it won't land, it will just crash in the ocean. But I'll try to land it on the ocean. What if I try to land it on the ocean? My engines are still alive. Yes, yes, all four engines are still alive. Maybe I can just try landing in the ocean. We have 220 meters per second of delta V also. What if we try to land it? Let's just try to land it. We'll wait for the velocity to decrease so much, and then we'll try to land, basically splash down on in the ocean. What is the TWR? 1. Okay. It is decreasing the speed. Yes, I need to decrease it, but I'll do it. Okay, yeah, that's the time now. Maybe I'll able to land it safely. No. No, my fuel. Wait, I have parts. What to left? What is left? Cream is crashed. Load up, please load up and tell me what happened. I want to see what happened. What the hell? What? What? What is this? What is this? Man, this is a glitch. This is a glitch. If I'm scrolling out, I can't see the planet Earth. Where is the planet Earth? There's the sun. Where's the planet Earth? If I zoom in, I just see the. Oh, finally. There it is. Okay, cool. And we have the flight results. So, so today I just explained you what happens in real life. Whatever I could, whatever was in my hand, I able to explain it properly or not. I don't know that, but whatever was in my hand, I did my best to explain you what happens in actual talking. So in today's stream, in conclusion, if I say we have a successful liftoff from the Japanese Space Center. We have a successful deployment of the spacecraft. Now it is in the preliminary orbit of 200 km, and for 5 days it will try to rendezvous with the space station. And I just show you the process how it will rendezvous, and then it will dock with it. I'll have the video of that on my channel. Do give it a subscribe if you haven't till now. And after that, I showed you the process of docking and all. And after that, we just splashed down into the ocean, crashed down into the ocean, and everything ended. So yes, Mike, RIP, rest in peace. So thank you guys for joining in, and I really appreciate your effort in of bearing me for so much time. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye bye. Let me just. And yeah, before that, I'll be again streaming on May 22 for Russian launch. If I get that, I'll try to find it, and then again streaming for on May 22. Otherwise, on May 27 we have of course the demo 2 mission, and I'll be there. Bye bye.